Big brands and big dreams, they've all gathered here in one spot, the PGA Merchandise Show. It's a SCOREGolf 1-hour equipment special. We're going to show you everything you need to know about golf gear for 2013.
This is SCOREGolf, the voice of Canadian golf. SCOREGolf is brought to you by Molson Canadian 67, official beer of the PGA of Canada, RBC Canadian Open, and Canadian Women's Open. TaylorMade Golf, the #1 driver in golf. Tourism Kelowna, 20 courses, from easygoing to ego-shattering. Now, here's your host, Bob Weeks.
Hello Canada, and welcome to SCOREGolf TV, a very special edition today. It's our 1-hour equipment special right here on TSN. For the course of the next hour, we're going to show you everything you need to know about equipment for 2013, and we've come to a great place to do that. This is sunny Orlando, Florida, home of the PGA Merchandise Show. This is the 60th annual event, and this is where the world gathers, the big companies and the big dreamers hoping to make it big down the road. 800,000 square feet of exhibit space here. We're going to take you in there a little bit later and show you just exactly what goes on here. We're also going to cover some hot button issues this year. Should you have that long putter in your bag? Should you be taking it out? What about adjustability for your driver? And what kind of shoes should you have on your feet? We'll do that and look at all the new gear coming up in this hour special here on TSN. But to kick things off, let's talk to some PGA Tour pros and hear what they're going to have in the bag for this coming season.
Prospective, meeting today's PGA Tour stars.
In SCOREGolf's 2013 May-June issue, we feature a comprehensive guide to solving your equipment puzzle. With so many products available, it can be hard to figure out which ones will help you play better golf. And it's not just determining which clubs are best, it's figuring out how they should be set up for you. Which is why adjustability has become one of the biggest buzzwords in the golf industry. What began as weight manipulation in a TaylorMade driver head 8 years ago has grown into a full-fledged feature available from every manufacturer. From changing lie and loft and face angles, to swapping out shafts or even adjusting the length of your putter, customizable clubs are now within arm's reach of every player. Manufacturers suggest consulting one of their fitting experts or your local PGA of Canada professional to see which setting is right for you. From there, changing things up from time to time is your option. Tour pros? Well, they've got the clubs in play, but they like to leave things alone.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's nice to have that ability to change your equipment a little bit like that, but you don't want to do too much of it. You spend a little bit too much time tweaking your equipment. I think we already spend a lot of time trying to get things perfect. So, but it's a great ability, and it's nice to be able to adjust your equipment just a little bit without having to change shafts and another driver head. You can kind of just do it with the club you have and try and get it just perfect. So, it's pretty neat, this technology, and TaylorMade was one of the first companies to come out with it. It seems like just about every company's gone that way because it is a successful idea.
It's a lot more going on. If you can get caught up in it pretty easily. Obviously, you can hit a couple bad shots. It's easy to just go and tweak something before you start the round or whatever. And I think the main thing is it makes it a lot easier for the manufacturers, which is key.
The tweaking, twisting, tinkering, and tuning can make it difficult for players to gain trust in their equipment. Practicing on one setting over and over is what allows each golfer to find consistent feel and learn how each club will perform.
It's not something I ever adjust. I mean, once you get something made, you leave it. So I don't tinker a lot with my golf club. So, in my world, it's as if it's not adjustable. I never even mess around with it.
I'm very excited and interested about new releases that Callaway bring out, a new ball, a new driver. That's absolutely, I'm all over that. But I'm not the guy who wants 6 different shafts in that head and all these sorts of things. I want some data on the ball and how it spins. But once I get comfortable, I'm pretty straight with it.
Hitting solid tee shots with your driver is one of the most important aspects of the game of golf. While long bombs are certainly an advantage, keeping them straight is just as important. So we're here to help with a look at all the new 2013 drivers. TaylorMade's new R1 has been front and center thanks to the equipment giant's marketing machine. A fully adjustable club The R1 has 7 standard and 5 upright loft options, 7 face angle options, as well as movable weights to assist with shot shapes. If that wasn't enough, then you should also look at the movable sole weights that allow you to change ball flight by 20 yards side to side. The Crown's racing stripe graphics are designed to aid alignment too. No wonder it's the #1 driver in golf. Nike's newest driver is the VRS Covert, and it features a cavity in the club's back, which is designed to deliver straighter and longer shots. The club also has what's called a flex loft system, which allows players to individually set the face angle and loft. With a 460cc club head, it's been one of the most discussed drivers this season after new Nike staffer and 2-time major champion Rory McIlroy added the club to his bag. Speaking of major champions, lefty Phil Mickelson has given a lot of praise to Callaway's latest release in this category, the X-Hot driver. Designed with the new technology called the Speed Frame Face, the club helps increase ball speed and provide a more consistent side spin to avoid offline shots. This driver also features OptiFit technology, which allows you to set the face open, square, or closed at address to satisfy your adjustability needs. This year's Cleveland XL driver introduces the largest and deepest face in golf. The enhanced face technology delivers a faster ball speed and increased forgiveness on off-center hits. Together, it simply equals more distance, more confidence, and more style while giving an even larger sweet spot than previous models for maximum forgiveness. Ping's G series of drivers is now in its 6th generation, but this is the first to have adjustability. Along with the ability to move loft half a degree up or down, the new G25 model offers a larger face and thinner crown than last year's G20. Featuring a black matte finish and an innovative sole design, Ping has brought out a long, stable driver. With the center of gravity positioned low and well back in the head, the G25 reduces spin and gives a higher launch angle. The Cobra Amp Cell driver is another alternative open to plenty of customization. Equipped with 6 different loft settings through Cobra's MyFly technology, the company's SmartPad technology always ensures a square face at address, regardless of what loft you choose. This club face is more than 10% larger than past Cobra offerings and is joining the popular theme of bright and bold with 4 different color options available. Rounding out the group is Titleist and its newest driver, the 913, which improves upon the already successful past model, the 910. A new high-speed forged face insert delivers more distance across a larger area of the face, and a rear weight brings a lower CG for optimum launch angle. The SureFit Tour hosel allows the club to be dialed into the proper loft and lie angle through 16 different options. So with plenty of options and features to choose from, tackling those long par 5s just got a whole lot easier. After the break, Jason Logan talks to some entrepreneurs with big dreams.
Well, there is certainly no shortage of innovation and ideas when it comes to the golf business, and every year a lot of those get their unveiling right here at the PGA Merchandise Show. This is the new products area. Lots of big dreams riding on what's resting on those tables out there. Which ones will make it? Well, we asked Jason Logan to check out a few.
There are 2 types of exhibitors here at the PGA Merchandise Show. The big companies in the big booths you already know about, and the small entrepreneurs and inventors in the smaller booths, or in some cases, not in a booth at all, hoping their product is the next big thing. I spent the last couple of days here on the show floor talking to some of these inventors who are hoping their product catches on.
Titleist, TaylorMade, Nike, Callaway. As you'd expect, these mammoth companies dominate the show floor. Part of the show's essence is giving everyday Joes the chance to unveil inventions. Some are innovative, some are surprising, and some are downright harebrained. I found them all. Take Scott Salzman, for example. He created a 3-in-1 towel in the mold of a head cover that serves all your cleaning needs on the golf course.
This is the Spotless Swing 3-in-1 golf towel. It's got 3 main features. The outside is for your hands, face, gloves, grips. Inside is for your dirty, muddy clubs, so the outside's for you, the inside is for your clubs. And the micro brush fabric cleans the club grooves. So 3-in-1 towel. Towel for you, towel for your hands, and a brush for your club grooves.
It's an ingenious idea that Salzman admits was the result of his own frustrations.
I was tired of cleaning my clubs off on my feet, and I needed a place to clean dirty clubs and still also have a towel to clean my hands and face. And then I was also tired of having a brush splatter mud on me, so I developed the micro brush fabric to clean the grooves.
If you thought Salzman was just a fed-up golfer, think again. He's got another cool towel available for your pet lovers out there.
We have Spotless Swing for golf, and we have Spotless Paw, which is a 6-finger glove to clean your dog's paws before they come in the house. So if your dog's been outside, up in Canada in the wet, snow and mud, use this glove to dry off their paws before they come in. It has 6 fingers, so if you get one side dirty, you can turn it over and use the other side, or left-handed or right-handed. So left-handed, right-handed, one side or the other. Has a loop so you can hang it right on your door handle.
With your hands clean, they'll be free to enjoy this next product, a putter grip made of cork. That's right, cork. Made by Salty Grips, the grip combines the inventor's love of 2 sports and promotes a looser hold on the putter. That helps with touch and feel on the greens.
First and foremost, a combination of 2 passions, fishing and golf. To do a good job fishing with your fly rod, you got to have a very sensitive, light feel to the rod when you get a hit. Same thing on the putting green. Personally, we found that the rubber grip sometimes, you just was a little numb. You didn't really feel like you had a handle on the head of the putter and what you're doing. So, we figured they look cool, they're light, they're sustainable. Just seemed like a great idea, and so far so good.
The grip is conforming under the rules of golf and is extremely durable. Made from sustainable oak cork, a sealant is added to the grip to hold its color and appearance. The best thing about the grips, though, they look super cool.
I think it's eye-catching. Grips have been pretty similar for a long time. Obviously, some have gotten larger over the years, but one of the biggest responses we've gotten from putter manufacturers is, hey, this is something different. These high-end guys that they're doing custom paint fill, adjusting the lie, loft, things like that. This is just another opportunity to further customize, whether it's just with the regular Salty grip, or if you want to have their name or company logo engraved into it as well.
While the Salty Grip is meant to keep you tension-free on the greens, the Breezy Brim with a solar panel top powering a fan up front will keep you cool all over the course. It's the invention of Bruce Bailey, a Jersey Shore beach bum who conjured the idea to protect people from the sun and extreme heat.
I'm a beach person. I live at the beach. I love the beach. There are a lot of lifeguards out there, a lot of everybody out there. And sitting in the sun, you're always thinking about protection from it. So I came up with the idea, and then over the next 5 years, I developed it for many different things, being fishermen or being on the beach or golf or gardening, walking. So what I did is I designed it to have the solar panel on the top, the fan in the front, but then I put a cover on it so that you can advertise. And I can advertise any product, anywhere, whether it be a beverage, a snack, a hard copy, something or other, a team, a cause, anything that you want to name, you can put it on the hat and on the cape.
Bailey believes the hat is suitable for golfers of all levels and can guard them against serious health dangers. Oh, and there's a small battery inside to power the fan on those gloomy days.
I have a backup battery system in it so that in here there's no sun, but the fan will continue to run through the battery. And it's good for women or men, and it's totally adjustable size-wise on the inside.
Though the Breezy Brim certainly has practical use, Bailey adds the product comes with one small caveat.
It didn't improve my golf game, but it made me cooler.
Cool? Yes. Practical? Maybe. Will I wear one? No comment.
Hybrids and woods and other specialty golf clubs are becoming more and more popular each year. Where people used to swing 2 and 3 irons are now often replaced with the help of a hybrid. So here's this year's top fairway woods and hybrids. The Adams Speedline Super S Hybrid is part of the first across-the-board line of clubs produced by Adams. This utility club features a cut-through sole slot to increase ball speeds for greater distance and also contains a thinner crown than past models. With all of this comes direct improvement of launch conditions, allowing golfers to get the ball airborne from the toughest of lies. Next up is the Callaway X-Hot Fairway Wood, one of the most talked about woods on the market right now. Callaway says the fairway wood is longer due to a fusing of its speed frame face and forged face cup, and by pushing weight as close to the face without touching it as possible. An improved warbird sole, popular in the early Callaway woods, allows the club to be hit from different lies. It's hard to imagine improving on last year's launch of the Rocket Ball's fairways, but the TaylorMade Rocket Ball Stage 2 delivers even more distance thanks to a face that is thinner and flexes faster. The slot in the sole improves the trampoline effect off the face, and a low, slightly forward CG is designed to increase ball speed, increase launch, and lower spin. PGA Tour pros have adopted this club faster than almost any other in 2013. Moving on to Titleist's new 913 Fairway club, this model delivers many of the same benefits as the 913 driver. Better weight placement and launch angles, leading to longer shots. The SureFit hosel is also included, meaning the club can be adjusted to your liking. With Cobra's Amp Cell Fairway club, you'll find all the features of its big brother driver, such as MyFly fitting technology, Smart Pad, 12% larger face, and the flashy color options. A 3-4 fairway and a slightly shorter 5-7 fairway are available to choose from, both with 6 loft settings. Heading back to the hybrids, we have Nike's Covert model. As with the driver, the Nike Covert Hybrid has a high-speed cavity back design to promote longer, straighter shots. There are 2 models, with the Tour version offering face and loft angle adjustability, giving the ability to turn your 17 degrees into 21. Both models have the NextCore face technology, which means the face has different thicknesses, helping to maximize ball speed off the face. We end off with Ping's new G25 Hybrid, which offers up a sleek black matte finish. Not only is it pleasing to look at, but the performance has also improved with a specific center of gravity for each of the 5 loft degrees available. The sole has been designed for play from a variety of surfaces, making it easier to hit it both off the fairway and out of the rough. Picking a hybrid or fairway wood can be challenging depending on which you feel is more comfortable. So explore the pros and cons of each and learn what aspect your game is missing. When we come back, we'll look at TaylorMade's incredibly cool marketing tactics.
When it comes to launching new products, very few companies do it with as much splash as TaylorMade. Whether it's painted faces or yellow feet or flying faldos, they know how to draw attention to their new gear.
TaylorMade Golf is part of the Adidas family and has been one of the top manufacturers in the game since the mid-1990s. The brand stands as the #1 driver in golf and officially took over that spot back in 2005. But aside from its domination of drivers, the past 18 months has seen TaylorMade release many cool new products such as rocket balls, the new Lethal golf balls, the Adizero golf shoes, and the R1 driver. While the products are innovative, TaylorMade has been doing everything possible to create disruptive advertising campaigns, meaning building content that consumers seek out rather than pushing the standard commercials that interrupt their favorite TV shows. Their first event came at Torrey Pines in the Farmers Insurance Open, where Dustin Johnson, Jason Day, and Brant Snedeker flew cardboard images of themselves wearing the new Adizero shoes. Just 2 weeks later, Snedeker went on to win at Pebble Beach while wearing the Adizeros.
These shoes are, I think they're 8 ounces less than the shoe I was wearing, and I love the shoes that I was wearing. Put them on straight out of the box at Kapalua to walk 36 holes in these things. I could tell a marked difference in my energy levels at the end of the day, the way my feet felt at the end of the day, and I definitely think it's an advantage over guys that aren't wearing them. So I mean, this is something I've come to expect of Adidas. They keep outdoing themselves every time, and the new Adizero shoe is no exception to the rule.
When you're wearing a size 9 shoe, when you're talking about steps that are being walked on a golf course like Torrey Pines right here, when you're walking about 13,000 steps, that's going to equate to about 15,000 pounds of lifting your legs, which is an issue, because why we're always tired at the end of the round when we're lifting 15,000 pounds. So if we can give you back or take away about 7,000 or 8,000 pounds, that's a big advantage. And especially the tour players have all said the same thing. I can't believe how great I feel at the end of the round versus how tired I used to feel.
Yeah, I think that's the closest thing to flying that I could possibly get to.
Just a few weeks later in Los Angeles, TaylorMade had skydivers jump out of a helicopter with R1 driver heads in hand as they made a special delivery to Sergio Garcia, Dustin Johnson, and Pat Perez. The event showcased TaylorMade's Operation Game On, a campaign where it helps in the rehab of wounded war veterans through the game of golf. Since 2009, the company has provided more than $120,000 in financial and equipment support to veterans of American wars.
Being able to be out here and really work with veterans and be able to give them, kind of hope and joy and something to really look forward to with the rest of their lives again is something that's so important and so special to our company.
As you can imagine, having a driver delivered via parachute is something new for guys like Dustin Johnson and Sergio Garcia.
I've seen a lot of clubs be delivered before. This is kind of a unique one. Have you ever seen something like this before?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a club delivered via parachute. It was interesting, but it was a lot of fun to see these guys, you know, parachute in, something I've never done and really don't have any desire to do, but it's cool watching people do it.
Obviously to be able to help, you know, these veterans and for the wounded warriors, it's an honor. They give so much to us and put their lives down the line to help us, so you know, it's the least we can do.
Earlier this year at Pebble Beach, TaylorMade offered golfers a free bucket of balls if they agreed to demo the new Rocket Blades. The event attracted big-time stars such as Clint Eastwood, greatest hockey player who ever lived, Wayne Gretzky, and even Notre Dame football coach Brian Kelly. The event also had a charity element to it, as described by Jason Day.
You know, this week we, you know, have a fun thing going on the 17th hole where the pros, we get to get the chance to, you know, if we make a hole-in-one, $50,000 goes to our charity and $50,000 goes to the Monterey Peninsula Foundation. So it's kind of fun that TaylorMade, you know, gives back as well, and I think a lot of guys and a lot of amateurs are going to have fun this week wearing the bucket hat.
Finally, at Doral, TaylorMade launched its Rocket Ballsier campaign that stems from the company's claim that Rocket Ball's Stage 2 is 10 yards longer than last year's version. All over the course, fans found signs with additional IER written across them, as in the club hit it longier than before. Even Sergio Garcia got into the act.
All right, Garcia here. I want you to be in the best shape possible for Bay Hill. Get down there and give me 20. Come on. You're gonna kill this thing. There you go. Looking good.
Wedges provide the most important shots in the game of golf. From 130 yards and in is where every golfer, no matter how good their game is, can compete on an equal level. Often labeled as a scoring tool, the right set of wedges can be a big difference on the golf course. Let's have a closer look at some of the new wedges for 2013. The first wedge we look into is from Cleveland Golf. The 588 RTX has introduced a new directionally milled face pattern called Rotex, which adds roughness to the face to maximize spin on shots hit with an open face. As in its CG15 wedge, the sole is wider near the heel than the toe. That makes the bunker shots easier without affecting playability on full shots. Next, we look into a club that Luke Donald helped engineers with, Mizuno's latest wedge, the MPT4. Specifically, he requested a newly designed sole with more toe and heel relief for shot-making versatility. On top of that, the wedge contains Mizuno's quad-cut grooves and DG spinner shaft for maximum spin. From Ping comes its latest tour wedges featuring gorge grooves, which are precision milled at Ping to hold very tight tolerances for ensuring maximum spin, making this tour wedge ideal for control and consistency. In the bag of pros such as Hunter Mahan, many different bounce combinations and sole options mean these wedges can be customized to fit your game too. The Titleist Vokey Design SM4 wedges are designed from master craftsman Bob Vokey. Vokey's extensive testing and years of experience both in the workshop and with the world's best players has resulted in wedges that produce more spin and control thanks to entirely re-engineered grooves and tighter scoreline spacing. This wedge comes with a larger number of tour-proven lofts and bounce combinations, making the scoring club easier to hit to the hole. Phil Mickelson could be one of the greatest wedge players of all time, and he attributes a lot of his success to the Callaway design. Callaway's new forged wedges feature 21 tightly spaced conforming grooves with sharper wedges to provide ideal trajectory and distance control. 2 color options are available with a very traditional look at a dress. The last wedge we'll show you is much different than the others. Used by Dustin Johnson, TaylorMade's ATV is the result of a new approach to wedges. The ATVs, which stand for All-Terrain Versatility, were created to handle a multitude of shots, course conditions, and swing types. Chips, pitches, out of the rough, off hardpan, flop shots, and bump and runs, the ATV sole is uniquely designed to excel at each one. Visually, the ATV sole is slightly convex. It bows inward instead of outward, and there's significant relief at the toe and heel. After looking at all the different wedges, it's definitely wise to try and hit some and see which bounce, weight, and look you like best. Coming up, Johnny Vegas talks about the new Nike Covert driver.
This is the new Nike Covert driver. It's the game's first cavity-back driver. It's actually got a hole in the back of it. Very different for golf, but not so different for Nike because Nike, well, they do everything a little bit differently, whether it's what they're presenting or who they have presenting it.
A lot of excitement surrounded Nike Golf as the world-class company headed into the 2013 season. It signed Rory McIlroy to a new contract, which meant the Northern Irishman would be decked out from head to toe in all Nike gear. Meanwhile, Tiger Woods continues to be the mainstay with the Swoosh Company and has rocketed back to the top of the official World Golf Rankings. And now Nike Golf gear is being played by the number 1 and number 2 players in the world. While Nike Golf is known for innovation in shoe design and its new resin core golf balls, perhaps the most innovative product in the 2013 lineup is the cavity-backed Covert driver. Nike Golf engineer Tom Stites outlines where this idea came from.
Geometry basically can change ball flight in a more dramatic way than any amount of moving weight around. We still do that to the optimum degree, but by changing this geometry, we're able to influence the ball flight. We move this weight out of what was in this cavity area. It used to be a hollow core metal wood, which everybody else is, and we've taken it, we've reinforced this area from the sole to the crown, which changes the vibrational characteristics, makes it sound incredibly good. The better players have something that has a very low spin rate, very forgiving, and the higher handicap guys, the more skills challenged golfers have a golf club that's very forgiving when hit off center. So we're able to get all those kind of things by the caddy back.
It's not just the designers who believe in this club. PGA Tour star Johnny Vegas is also a strong proponent in what it can do.
Pretty much the moment I put it in my hands, I liked it. It's probably the best driver that Nike has made. Some of the other ones have been good, but not quite as good when it comes down to performance. And this one, I think I've said it all along. It's going to revolutionize, the driver world. Because it's a driver that feels so good when you hit it, and that even when you miss-hit it, it still feels quite good. And that's just going to create a lot of confidence to every single player. So, we're lucky to be a part of Nike right now because it's going to be really nice.
Vegas is just one of many Nike-sponsored players that includes Carl Peterson, Kyle Stanley, Kevin Chappell, Paul Casey, and Nick Watney. And Johnny is a big believer in all of Nike's products.
The best thing about Nike is that it's an innovating company, and it's a company that is always trying to get better. It's a company that is always trying to improve their players, and the variety of things that they can provide for you. It's not a company that only has 1 or 2 tools that you have to adjust yourself to. They have so many things that it can fit you personally, and by having that variety of things, it definitely makes you a better player and accommodates your game, which is ultimately what every player wants.
We start off this season's look at new irons with the Mizuno JPX 825. Mizuno has been about more than just players' irons for the last little while, and its latest game improvement model is its latest and most forgiving yet. Thanks to a very thin and hot face, the JPX 825s hold the largest sweet spot of any Mizuno iron to date. Another set of cavity-back clubs is Cobra's Amp Cell irons. With the longer irons, a high-strength steel face is plasma welded to the club to create ball speed and add distance. The short irons and wedges are stainless steel throughout to retain more weight in the face area, which helps keep the club head compact in size, creating a smoother feel and benefits for the all-around golfer. Now, if you're looking for a more forgiving iron, we suggest you try out the Ping G25s. These irons are known for high trajectory, distance, and extreme forgiveness. Ping's custom tuning port has been moved down to the club's sole for more stability and lowers the center of gravity so shots launch higher. In the bags of tour pros such as Bubba Watson and Lee Westwood, the thin top lines, thinner face, and moderate offset make the club playable for just about any level of player. Up next are the Callaway X-Hot Pro irons, which are all about the low handicap player. A new technology innovation called J-Face Dynamics was designed to provide optimal feel, distance, and workability. By removing the undercut near the top line, the area of the face that is most flexible was positioned lower, helping to get the ball up in the air and on a good flight. Similar to Callaway's wedges, the grooves on the X-Hot Pro are spaced closer together to enhance spin. Another gamer's iron would be the TaylorMade Rocket Blades. The key to getting more distance from these clubs is all in the speed pocket, a 2mm wide slot in the soles of the 3 to 7 irons designed to rebound at impact to generate faster ball speed, higher launch angles, and a stronger ball flight. The pocket is filled with a polyurethane that dampens vibration and doesn't affect the flex of the speed pocket. Rounding out the category is Nike's VRS Covert irons, which look quite a bit different than most offerings from this group. The VRS Coverts have a clean, thinner look at address, but offer all the benefits of a stable, longer club that anyone can appreciate. Weight in the heel and toe of the irons provides stability by reducing twisting on off-center hits, making it a great club for golfers in the medium to higher handicap range. Hopefully, we've helped you narrow down your decisions to decide which irons you want to put in play this year. Around the corner, Graham McDowell talks about why he loves Echo shoes. For 2013, Echo is asking, which hybrid are you? Following in the footsteps of its previous shoe releases, Echo continues to take the path less traveled. Successful launches of the Golf Street and Biome Hybrid offerings have drawn the praise of amateur and professional golfers alike.
I've been wearing Echoes for a couple of seasons now. Great shoes. I mean, obviously, been very familiar with them most of my career. They're one of the largest shoe brands in the world, and the golf side of the company is very impressive. You know, they're certainly at the cutting edge of the street shoe vibe that everyone likes to wear these days, and you know, I've really enjoyed wearing their shoes the last couple of years. I mean, I certainly love a pair of shoes that I can pull out of the box, brand new, and put on my feet and walk 18 holes and still feel okay when I come in the afternoon.
So what can consumers expect this year? New on store shelves is the Tour Hybrid footwear line. The Tour Hybrid's design combines Echo's latest Biome technology with a more classic golf shoe look.
Part of our challenge was some of the more formal classic guys like a Graham McDowell. He liked Biome Hybrid. He wore it a lot in practice rounds, but in competition he wanted to look down Thursday through Sunday at something that was traditional.
You know, I try to dress quite classically and quite traditionally on the golf course, and of course we're wearing trousers on the PGA Tour, so I like a golf shoe with a little bit more of a classic look to it. You know, the wingtip, you know, the nice kind of colourful saddles, and the more classical look. So yeah, I'll be probably sticking to that general vibe. I mean, I love the Biome Hybrids, but they are much more of a casual shoe and a great one to throw on with a pair of shorts.
The shoe's upper design comes in traditional dress shoe or country club styles. Equipped with Echo's hybrid technology, the shoe combines a leather-lined insole and the outsole of one of the company's most comfortable designs, the revamped Biome Hybrid. After debuting last year, the 2013 model returns with an aim towards reducing injuries and soreness sustained on the golf course, all from the ground up.
So with the Biome Hybrid, it just gives it more of a sporty look. It's a natural motion shoe, and it basically is a shoe that's designed to allow the foot to move naturally. So you're landing more towards the arch, the middle of the shoe, versus the actual heel. And what that does over time, it promotes strengthening in a lot of the feet, the lower legs, and decreases the likelihood of injury.
While the primary genius of Echo footwear may be the research and technology integrated into its design, perhaps the most underrated quality is how easily it translates to every step of your daily routine.
They've really led the way when it came to the more casual street shoe. You know, seeing that win the Players' Championship this year, you know, the Biome Hybrid, you know, what Freddie's done, Fred Couples has done on the senior tour, really just kind of bringing that casual, cool look to the game of golf. And, you know, Echo are really kind of, really you know, stamping their authority on world golf, pardon the pun, but they're a you know, great shoe brand, a great golf brand, and hopefully their success continues.
Gone are the days of the stiff dress shoe out on the golf course, so if you're still slipping on an old pair of blister makers, this next feature on new shoes is for you. First up, we have the Ashworth Cardiff. One of the best-looking street-type golf shoes, the Cardiff combines playability and wearability for style and support. The shoes feature a rich, tumbled leather upper with suede accents around the toes and laces, as well as a sure-footed traction system on the bottom to prevent slipping. Best of all, you can wear these shoes off the course too. They're that comfy and attractive. Another comfortable set of kicks comes from SCOREGolf. This shoe, named the Player, is traditional and modern at the same time, with a relaxed look that works both on and off the course. A full-grain leather upper combines with a durable rubber cup sole for comfort. The embedded spike system means great traction, and the waterproofing allows your feet to stay dry. It comes with 2 sets of laces too, in case you want to change up the look. Next, we go to FootJoy, which departs from its traditional styles. Its latest model, called the M Project, is a minimalist shoe that is lightweight but without any loss of support. A thin but strong upper along with a cushy midsole provides great feel and flexibility, meaning good contact with the ground. The low-profile stealth cleats bring your feet even lower. A wide forefoot area allows your toes to spread out and grip the ground to make these shoes feel right. The Addy Zero Tour brings together great technology in an extremely lightweight shoe. In fact, it weighs in at just over 10 ounces. The key is the new anatomical last and the sprint frame outsole. An internal waterproof layer wicks away moisture while a soft midsole adds comfort. The shoe's designed to be wider in the forefoot for improved fit and feel. But it's the light weight that will be noticed when you slip the shoes on and off at the end of your round. Another shoe to consider comes from Callaway. The Callaway Razor X shoes are a great choice to provide stability, control, and traction. Pretty much all you need in a golf shoe. A soft, supple, full-grain leather upper provides comfort and durability. And there's also the molded foam insert that adds support. The combination of rain sport waterproofing and dry sport moisture management help keep your feet dry from either wet conditions or sweat. The originators of the street shoe look, Echo's newest release, is called the Biome Zero. It's the lightest shoe the company has ever produced. Weighing in at less than 10 ounces, the Biome technology uses the scans of the feet of 2,500 athletes to promote a natural foot position, full-length foot support, and extreme comfort. The shoe is very flexible, and with Echo's dynamic traction system, it'll deliver the support you need on every shot. Finally, from footwear giant Nike comes the Lunar Control Series. Each model is exceptionally comfortable thanks to the Lunar Lawn cushioning system, a proprietary technology from Nike found in many of its sports shoes. There's also an updated Flywire system which wraps the midfoot to the heel, providing a snug fit, and it all sits on the Nike Power Platform, which stabilizes the foot to offer better balance, smoother weight transfer, and more power through impact. Often overlooked in the golf swing, footwear is directly connected and responsive to your movements. Since having the right pair of shoes is crucial for comfort and flexibility over 18 holes, taking care of your feet only makes sense.
I'm outside here at TaylorMade Adidas Golf's Canadian headquarters just north of Toronto, and behind me, as you can see, well, you can't miss it in fact, is the bright yellow Adidas Golf Mobile Tour Truck, which shortly is going to embark on a cross-country tour, allowing you, the customer, to come in and check out the product. Now, let's go inside ourselves for a closer look. Matt, really cool truck you've got going on here. Why don't you tell us really what the purpose of this truck is?
You come to the trailer, we've got two product specialist sport reps that are very much engaged as product specialists for the technologies, the styling, the features and benefits of the product lineup that we have for 2013. You have the opportunity as a customer to come on and try some of the product on. Make sure that it fits right for your swing, for your golf game.
Maybe you could just give us in general terms where the truck is going to be going and how people can find out more information.
Absolutely. It's going to hit major cities across the country, really. Calgary, Edmonton. It's going to work its way back through the prairies and come to the GTA and actually hit Montreal as well. It will culminate at the RBC Canadian Open, and be there for the 7 days to allow the patrons to actually get engaged with the brand and the product at that time of year, which is still a pretty significant part of the year in July.
Teeing up Team Canada, reviewing Canada's national golf program, brought to you by RBC. Let us help you make your mark.
Early May featured a great weekend of golf for 3 national team members, as Brooke Henderson of Smiths Falls, Ontario finished 1 stroke ahead of fellow national team member Jasoo Keel of Vancouver, en route to winning the CN FutureLinks Pacific Championship at Crown Isle Golf Club in Courtenay, BC. Meanwhile, on the men's side, Vancouver's Kevin Kwan captured his title by finishing with 6 birdies through his last 9 holes for a final round 66. In 2 minutes, we'll look at golf balls. Adidas loves to push its brands through social media. It got a huge response when it managed to get some of its Ashworth staff professionals to push for the PGA Tour to allow them to wear shorts. Justin Rose, Retief Goosen, and Johnson Wagner were just a few of the golfers who appeared in a YouTube video that gave reasons why they wanted to wear shorts and urged viewers to sign the pants petition. The humorous bit took off as tens of thousands of golfers took it viral.
Ah, the great game of golf. A sport full of wonderful tradition and decorum, yet some say its customs defy logic. The time is now for a revolution. It's time to let shorts on the PGA Tour.
I think it's a great idea.
When you've played in as many tournaments as I have, you should be able to wear whatever the hell you want.
This is from the PGA Tour Handbook. Players shall present a neat appearance
in both clothing and personal grooming.
check.
Clothing worn by players shall be consistent with currently accepted golf fashion.
I think what I'm wearing is pretty fashionable.
The tournament director shall interpret this regulation
Subject to the approval of the commissioner. I'm pretty sure that shorts are accepted golf fashion.
Golf is a game of wide open spaces. Pants are restricting.
Birthday suits don't have pants. It's unnatural.
It's okay. I didn't pay for these pants anyways.
It's just so hot out here. A standard PGA Tour sock could be a great revenue generator.
Have you ever heard the sound corduroy makes when you're walking? Super annoying.
You know, I feel like the left side of my body is like ready to go, energized.
Think of them as tiny trousers or microfibers.
I like the way the wind tickles my leg hair. It makes me happy. My kids are like, Dad, it's 100 degrees outside. You're wearing pants. What am I supposed to tell them? It's time for change.
We're asking politely.
Let us wear shorts.
Let us wear shorts.
Let us wear shorts.
It will help us cool down and play better.
Everybody's doing it. Everyone's doing it. You know we'll play better. It's just so hot. For golf's sake. For golf's sake.
For golf's sake.
Please do your part to get shorts on the PGA Tour and sign the petition.
You drive for show and you putt for dough. That's the old saying, right? Well, the one club you will likely use on all 18 holes is your putter, so don't underappreciate it. Let's look at some of the new options for this year. We're starting you off with TaylorMade's Daddy Longlegs putter. In this design, TaylorMade has engineered a counterbalanced putter with a heavy head and grip. The added weight in the 15-inch grip provides stability on the greens that feels like anchoring. Overall, the club has 16 different pieces and 8 different materials, but it adds up to make an extremely stable putter. We move on to the next version of the successful Method core line produced by Nike. With weights in the bottom of the putter to bring the center of gravity on the blade lower, this is the latest Method core model that ensures the ball is struck below or on the equator, so it lifts up and starts rolling immediately. Next up is the Odyssey Versa 92 ball model. It has an extended mallet head with a double bend shaft, and there's a new and improved white hot insert that provides more consistent sound, feel, and performance across the face. The black and white contrast lets your eyes key in on the linear design and highlights the face angle all the way through impact. Titleist putting guru Scotty Cameron has used feedback from top players to produce this version of his popular Golo line. The Select Golo 5 features the same basic design, but with a head that's about 10% smaller than the previous model. It still carries all the performance benefits of any Cameron putter, but the smaller head adds the confidence at setup to help you sink more putts. And if you're looking to sink more, you may want to see more. The M9 putter is a classic small mallet with a slightly back of center shaft. Alignment aids like the red area on this particular model tell you when your setup or stroke have gone offline. This is a great putter for everyone looking for the competitive advantage. Last but not least, we show you the Ping's Scottsdale TR putter. The TR stands for True Roll, which is Ping's variable depth groove technology found on the face. Grooves are deepest in the center of the club and become shallower toward the outside, which is said to equalize ball speeds for better distance control. With plenty of choices and features to choose from, making those 5-footers and grinding for par hopefully just got a little easier for you. With lots of different golf balls on the market, it can be tough to figure out which ball is best for you. Playing the right ball can save you countless strokes, so it's crucial to find one that best suits your game. Whether you are trying to create more spin or add distance, here's a sample of the latest golf balls for 2013. We've seen the Covert irons and driver, and now we show you Nike's newest golf ball. This 3-piece design, called the Nike One Resin X, targets big hitters, such as 2011 Masters champion Charles Schwartzel, promising less spin off the tee, but more spin into the greens. The revolutionary resin material in its core is lighter and therefore faster than rubber. Because of that, weight is moved from the core to the perimeter of the ball, reducing side spin and keeping your shots straighter. The TaylorMade Lethal is a 5-piece ball following up on golf's first such construction, TaylorMade's Penta. Put in play right away by Englishman Justin Rose, the Lethal is said to perform even better in the wind than its predecessor and with more spin control. Its 5 layers work together to optimize spin off every club, while its low-drag dimple pattern leads to a penetrating flight, preventing it from ballooning in the wind with high-launching clubs. Next up, we take a look at the Callaway Hex Chrome Plus. It's designed to complement Callaway's 3-piece Hex Chrome golf ball, but aimed at better players with higher swing speeds. A soft inner mantle and firmer outer mantle combine to optimize ball speed and distances. It has the aerodynamic hexagonal dimple pattern of previous releases, leading to a more penetrating golf ball flight. The Titleist Pro V1 doesn't need much of an introduction. However, the latest version of golf's most popular ball is the franchise's 7th generation. So what's new? Well, a lower compression and softer core that cuts down on spin off the tee and creates more distance. It includes Titleist's drop and stop technology for greenside control and a more durable cover to guard against groove wear. As always, Pro V1X models complete the line. Another ball to consider is the new Bridgestone E6 ball, designed with accuracy in mind. This super soft, multi-layered ball reduces spin off the club face thanks to an anti-side spin inner layer and a softer cover than previous models. Bridgestone's dual dimple technology, perfect for staffers Matt Kuchar and Brandt Snedeker, is found in the E6 model as well. The new 2013 Q-Star by Strixon is redefining game improvement golf balls. This ball was engineered for the average golfer with more distance and accuracy off the tee in mind, but without sacrificing more control from the fairways. The new ball features a spin skin technology for added feel and control on pitch and chip shots. The Q-Star, which comes in both pure white and tour yellow, is the perfect combination of distance off the tee and spin control around the green. For lower handicap players, Strixon's Z-Star, used by Gray McDowell and Vijay Singh, is the way to go. So if you're looking for something to take your game over the top, give a new golf ball a try. Remember, investing in the right ball is investing in your game.
Week Speaks is brought to you by Bushnell, makers of the Pro 1M and Tour Z6 rangefinders.
A year ago at this PGA Merchandise Show, one of the hot topics down here was belly putters or anchored putters. There was expected to be a large growth in them until the USGA and the R&A recently put a proposed rule ban in limiting them. You can't anchor the putter against your body in any way, shape, or form. Now that's brought out a lot of strong talk about that rule and about the rules-making bodies and who they're really dealing with here. Who are they serving? Some of the people down here think that by banning these putters, what you're doing is actually limiting play. You're going to stop people who had bad backs, people who had the yips, who weren't enjoying the game of golf anymore, who finally found a way to get back out on the course and play more golf. Well, this rule ban, this proposed rule ban, will change all that and take that away from them. So now the talk is about bifurcation. What does that mean? Well, 2 sets of rules, one for the PGA Tour and the elite players, and one for the amateur golfers. It's a very hot topic because until this time, there has really not been that way, at least in theory. Certainly people play by different rules, but should there be 2 sets of rules, one for them and one for the rest of us? I say yes. Anything we can do to put in place rules that help grow the game, I'm all for that. Don't take away anchored putters, don't take away belly putters. Let people use those if it's going to get them back out on the golf course. That's all the time we have for here down at Orlando at the PGA Merchandise Show and our equipment special. Hope you found something that caught your eye that you might put in your bag that'll help you play a little bit better golf this year. We'll see you next time right here on ScoreGolf TV.
Thanks for watching Score Golf on TSN, the voice of Canadian golf. Score Golf is brought to you by Molson Canadian 67, official beer of the PGA of Canada, RBC Canadian Open, and Women's Canadian Open. Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. Bob Weeks clothing supplied by Ashworth. Designed to celebrate golf, life, and style.